We'll find out in just a second. All right. It is Sunday, and I am not at 100%, but I am happy to be here. And I'm testing out my little stuff. 3 minutes late. It says I'm live. And I can hear myself. All right. Hey there. My name is Julie. I'm the Social Work Expat, and today is the first day that I am testing out new software. Let's see if it works. I am hopeful that it's working, and if this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Julie Nixon. I am the Social Work Expat, and I am excited to talk about all the stuff I usually talk about during Virtual Sunday Brunch, but also introducing my book doula services, which ties all the way into all of the stuff that I usually yammer about. My voice doesn't usually sound like this, and we're going to get it going anyway. Welcome, 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 welcome. Usually, I'm talking about Virtual Sunday Brunch. I'm talking about who I am, what perfume I'm wearing, and today, because I'm in another location, I have what I could carry on the plane. There are too many windows. I'm confusing myself. 1 second. Hello, Mama. My voice sounds better than it did on Friday, and I don't know how long my voice is going to hold out, so I better get it cracking. Talking about the fragrances. So this is small enough that it made it through, and this is Doula. It is called From the Ashes, and it is a dupe of Keith Urban's Phoenix. This actually smells really, really nice. If you go on Fragrantica, it only talks about it being a masculine fragrance, but it smells pretty unisex to me. I really enjoyed that. Thanks, Mama. And then I have it layered with what I showed before I left home. So you see, my dark cave-like environment is not here. This is Carmen Electra's perfume. I'll say this much. This is what I wore during my hypnotherapy training, and it was a hit. This is very low cost. If you can find this right here, get it. Good things will happen. Just trust me. Then I'm going to talk about my lashes. Honestly, with the lack of makeup and my hair looking a mess and my nails looking a mess, I am very much channeling the black friend in a white friend group. And because this is Sunday brunch, I do say slightly unhinged things. If that is something that offends you or bothers you, you might want to turn off your radio now, because it's about to get more unhinged. I don't have a craft to do today. Um, there's only so much that I carried with me to California. And what I have noticed is that I am an East Coast girl, but I'm here for a purpose, and I'm happily fulfilling that purpose. I already did. So, last thing that I usually talk about before I start talking about AI and this book challenge is my lashes. Shout out to Desire Beauty Studios in Columbia, South Carolina, because they're still holding on. I'm looking really tired. There's no makeup on. But my right eye always gives me trouble. They're still holding on. And the left eye for certain. Thank you, Desiree. I will see you hopefully soon. Now, I have in my hands, and I'm going to move over to this right here. I have in my hands my first author's published book right here. Congratulations, Melissa. I ordered my first author's completed published book off of Amazon. This is Queen Bee Chronicles: Empowering Women to Challenge Biases and Spark Change by Melissa Bloom, EDD. And my daughter is probably so tired of hearing this. Thanks, Mama, for putting up with listening to this. My whole government name is in the with gratitude section right here, and I'm going to read it. And now I have to take my glasses off because I'm that age. It says, with gratitude, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Jalissa Nixon, that is my full government name, who truly knows how to get things done. When I mentioned my desire to write a book, Julie provided me with a 50-day challenge to create the draft. Despite the challenges, I managed to complete it by mere seconds. I am eternally grateful for her support and encouragement throughout this process. So, I have this is my first author's book, but I have other authors that are working on their books as we speak. And if you have a book that is inside of you that you would like to come out into the world, I'm happy to be your book doula. If you need a customized book writing schedule and plan, I can help you with that. If you need help with researching and marketing, market research, I can help you with that. If you need help to have an accountability partner who is going to be your cheerleader along the way, I can help you with that. And I will tell you this much. As a social worker, I am very good at being a cheerleader. If you need some help and coaching to use AI tools to write your book faster and maybe a little bit easier, I can help you with that too. I am actually the only AI certified social worker in the United States, might be the world, but I haven't checked. I got my AI certification from the Berkeley Law AI Institute back in October. There's some other streams on this YouTube channel if you're interested. If you're on YouTube watching this, in the description of this live will be my email address. Please feel free to reach out if you are interested in getting some support so that you too can bring your book to life. Congratulations again, Melissa. All right, I'm going to talk about the book challenge, and I'm going to go back over here. So, maybe 2 months ago, AI chatbots do not put dates on your searches and your conversations with them. But about 2 months ago, I was like, how fast can someone go through the steps to make a book? From the idea for the book to the published book. How fast? And I'm going to go to my Bard conversation. Nope, it was Claude, not Bard. So my Claude conversation. And if it's showing up on the screen, I asked Claude for a plan to go from the idea to a finished book in 1 week. I also asked this exact same thing of ChatGPT, and both of the chatbots, and they are by different companies, so they're not the same chatbot, but they responded the same way. What it basically said was, you're crazy, that's not possible, but if you're going to ask how to do that in a week, I will give you the steps, right? Because AI chatbots are really good at giving you an outline or a sketch of what it is that you need to complete a project or something. So I'm just going to read what Claude said, and then I'm going to talk about my 1 week idea to published book challenge. So Claude was like, attempting to write and self-publish a 10-chapter nonfiction book in just 1 week would be an extremely ambitious goal. Here is an overview of the resources and plan that could make this push possible. And that is a nice way for the AI chatbot to be like, you're crazy and that's not going to happen. I don't know. I might be crazy, because I might, but I think it's possible, and I'm going to test it out. Now, I did mention that I have more than one client right now. One of the things that working in law firms and with attorneys and with C-level executives has taught me is that non-disclosure agreements and confidentiality are crucial. So there are people that I'm working with that have asked to remain anonymous. I am perfectly happy to keep your privacy unless or until you give me leave to say who you are. But if you do not, then we will work together in privacy like I used to do with a lot of my social work clients. So, saying that, I have some clients who are very close to finishing their book. If you have ever heard the statement, those who can do and those who can't teach, I feel like that is not a correct statement, but it is what a lot of people believe. Those who can't teach. No, everyone is a genius. Whoever you are who's watching this right now, you're a genius. I'm a genius. Everyone we walk past is a genius in some way or other. And sometimes we need help bringing that genius out. I strongly believe that AI can help bring our genius out. And there are AI tools that can make some of the writing process faster. So right here, here's my phone, right? Hopefully my voice is still holding up. Here's my phone. Every single day, I hold this phone. Just like many of you, I hold this phone, and in my hand every day is more computing power than it took to take us to the moon. We're able to do amazing things. And now with generative AI, we have so many more resources available to us than we knew in the past. But sometimes we need a little bit of help to know how to use those resources. Now, the first step, which is not actually in what Claude told me, this is from, and I have it written down right here. I'm going to show it just for fun. So here's my handy dandy notebook, which I usually look at off to the side. And this is a 7-day writing and marketing your published book step-by-step overview, right? The first day, the first step is to get an idea, right? Do the research and then do the outline for your book. Now, my voice is going. What I will say is, I figured out this morning that I already have a book. I already have the outline for a book. It's Sunday. Last week, I started working on a book, and it turned into something bigger than I expected. So I reached out for a little bit of help. If the help comes through by next Sunday, I will give a report. But in the meantime, I want to do this challenge. And I'm going to go back and bring this up just to show that this is a challenge. I already have a book, like some content and everything. The first step is to get an idea, do the research, and do an outline. I have that. The next step, which is the second day, is to write the initial draft. I am at the second step, and I'm going to show you where it is. All right. At some point, it's going to show up. I'm doing a lot with my very temperamental laptop. It does not like to work really hard. It never was supposed to work quite as hard as it is. And sometimes it gives me trouble during virtual brunches and live streams. But right now, here is my initial book. I already have content. If you're watching this right now, you may already have content that you can expand on and get a finished book. So I recently left about 5-year nonprofit board appointment. Before I left, we were discussing reorganizing that nonprofit organization. And I turned it into a report. I can take this report and depersonalize it to make a book about 501c3s reorganizing, giving the mechanics of reorganizing a 501c3. Because this is a report, right now it's short, it's only 9 pages. Here was my cover, right? Then it doesn't like that I'm going through it so quickly, but providing the report in a narrative, but also very readable format. Funding sources, document retention, resources, and then next steps. I can take what I have right here and use it to make a published book. So that is what I'm going to use for this 7-day challenge. There might be someone who is looking to become published, who has content right now, and maybe you just need a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of resource ideas about how you can take what you already have and turn it into a finished book that you can copyright, publish, and own. There are a lot of advantages to having your own book, and one of the advantages is selling the book. One of the other advantages is that having a book establishes you as an expert or a thought leader in that particular subject. If that's something that interests you, and you need a little bit of assistance, I am available and I am happy to provide that assistance. I am going to go through this faster than I expected because my voice does not like any of what's going on right now. I'm going to go back to Bard. So during my lunchtime live stream on Friday, I showed that Bard, as of February 1st, so 3 days ago, now makes images. You can take a prompt and put it into Bard and it will generate an image. I went to an old chat that I used Bard, and I'll move up in this chat just to show it. I used Bard to come up with, see, I was asking for some language that I could use for a prompt to make a quirky first grade teacher character in another image generator. One of the things that we can do, if we don't know the words or we don't really know how to describe what we want, these AI chatbots are very helpful to help us get the language that we need in the format that we need. And then we can take that into another AI chatbot or another interface to get what we are looking for. I made this weeks and weeks ago, and it gave me, I'm scrolling through really fast, but I asked Bard to condense the description that was above this interaction into 600 characters or fewer. And this right here is the character that Bard made, and Bard also gave the character a name. It named her Ms. Poppy Seed. So just yesterday, I asked Bard, I said, please create an image of Ms. Poppy Seed. If you ask Bard to create images for you, it will generate 2 images, and you can ask it to generate more and all of that. If you want to see that, you can have a look at Friday's live stream. I cannot bring back the chat because I deleted it. I actually find Bard's images to be a little bit disturbing. But the lady on the right, not the flower on the left, but the lady on the right is actually what Bard came up with for Ms. Poppy Seed. That was not what I had in mind. And thank you so much, Bard, for creating images. It's not what I had in mind. Now, for those of you who were here strictly for the challenge, I am going to read off, because really I should be laying in bed. I'm going to read off what the 7-day book plan is that came from a combination of ChatGPT and Claude. Day 1, research and outline. Day 2 is write the initial draft. Day 3, you want to start editing and proofreading your draft. Day 4, you're going to send your draft out for outside help with editing and proofreading. Because as we know, the more we read our own words, the less we're able to discern what needs to be fixed, right? Day 4 has 2 parts, because 1, you send it off, that's easy. 2 is to start formatting and designing your actual physical book. That includes using software and AI tools. Every single one of these steps can include using AI tools, and I've talked about almost every one of the AI tools that I would recommend on this channel, the YouTube channel. Day 5, we want to start the book cover. Day 6 is publishing on a self-publishing platform. And usually when people think about self-publishing platforms, and just like I thought about, it's strictly Amazon. There are others, and if you are interested in learning about what the others are, or you're interested in getting a little bit of help in writing your own book and bringing your own book to life, I am available and I'm happy to help. Feel free to DM me, or if you're on YouTube, you can look in the description and email me at the email in the description. That's all I got for today. Not even time to eat brunch, but my voice is giving out, and I really wanted to introduce the 1 week challenge so that when I come back next Sunday, I can give a status report. I am very excited. Every single time I meet with my author clients, I get more and more excited about being able to help people bring something positive to life. I love the field of social work, but sometimes it is very depressing, and sometimes it's hard to see the positive effects of what we're doing because we're shoveling crap most of the time. I love helping people. This is such a great nerd way for me to help people, but also use my social work skills and all of these AI skills that I've been learning. And this is only 7 months, right? Is it 7 months? Math is not my strong suit, but I started this AI journey in July of 2023 and would love to bring you along. If you're interested, I'll see you next week, or I will see you in my emails or DMs. Before I go, if nobody has told you today, you look fabulous. You smell even better. I hope that you are able to eat something that delights your taste buds and satisfies your tummy. I hope that you get to wear clothing that feels good to you, that you get to listen to voices that are uplifting and melodious. I hope that your feet walk paths that are safe for you and also inspiring. You have a genius inside of you, and sometimes we just need a little help bringing that genius out. AI tools can help, and if you would like, I can help as well. Take care, and I'll see you next time.